When entering numbers into a spreadsheet, you quite frequently have the requirement to ensure that the number format is consistent. For example, if the numbers represent prices, you may want to display a currency symbol. Or you may simply want to ensure that the number of decimals displayed is always consistent. Unless you specify otherwise, all numbers are entered in the general format. This means that numbers are displayed exactly as you enter them. If you enter 2 decimals are displayed. If you enter 1 decimal is displayed, and so on. When specifying the number format, the best idea is usually to select the whole column. To do this, click on the letter or letters representing the column. Any text contained in the selection will not be affected by the number formats you specify. Number formats are displayed in the Number section of the Home tab of the ribbon. There are 3 main formats relating to numbers. The first is called Number, the second Currency, and the third Accounting. To gain access to the full range of number formats, choose More Number Formats from the drop-down menu. Another way of accessing the same dialog box is to click on the Launcher button in the Number section. When you click on each of the number formats, you're given a series of choices which enable you to refine the way that the format will work. In this example, you can specify the number of decimals you'd like displayed. Since this refers to an hourly rate, let's say that we require 2 decimal places. Use thousands separator will insert the appropriate separator into numbers to demarcate thousands. This separator will depend on your locality. The final option you have is for the display of negative numbers. The default is to display a minus sign in front of the number and leave the color of the number unchanged. The second option dispenses with the minus sign and changes the color of negative numbers only to red. In this particular case, the third option is the same as the first, and the final option both changes the color of negative numbers to red and displays the minus sign. Let's revert to the default. When we click on Currency, we have pretty much the same choices with the addition of the currency symbol. Accounting is similar to currency. We can dispense with the symbol altogether, but you'll notice that there are no choices relating to negative numbers. The convention in accountancy is to put negative numbers in brackets. Let's revert to the number category and ensure that we have 2 decimal places. Since the numbers in this column are well below 1000, we don't need to worry about the thousand separator. When we click OK, the format of all our numbers will change as we've specified. In addition to using the number dialog box, you'll notice that there are a series of handy buttons which can apply each of the appropriate formats with one click. There are also 2 buttons for increasing and decreasing the number of decimals displayed in the selection. There may be times where you enter a number into a cell but want Excel not to treat it as a number. The ID is an example. Each of these people has been assigned an ID. Although the ID is numeric, we don't really want Excel to treat it as a number or to modify it in any way. We want it to simply stay exactly as we've entered it. Whenever that's the case, it's best to format the number as text. The simplest way of doing this is to highlight the appropriate column and in the number dialog box choose text as the category.